Somebody told me you were looking for some more 80s. Well, I got it for you. Alright everybody, welcome back to 80s Week. Yo, we're trucking right along, and today we're talking about the forgotten 80s riffs. You're always hearing people play Round and Round, Still of the Night, all these classic 80s songs, but what about the songs that were not hits by some of these bands? So that's what we're talking about today. And if you would, do me a huge favor, check out my brand new course, Essential 80s Licks, right here. 70% off this week. I got a couple days left of that sale if you want to snag it at the low price. It's the biggest way to support the channel. And just celebrate loving 80s. Also, we're giving away this guitar. If you haven't heard about that, I will link the video that will give you all the details about that. One more thing, let me know down below what riffs or songs you felt should have been on this list, because you guys told me so many cool suggestions on the first underrated guitarist video that we did for 80s Week. I've discovered so many players and bands that I had never even heard of. So do me a huge favor, do that again down below, and yo, let's get into this. Alright, Morning After is one I never hear people play from the Ratt catalog. Such an awesome, cool riff. I love any riff that has like gallop in it. And I don't totally know if this is a Warren or a Robin riff, or kind of they collab together to make it, but I just know that it's awesome. And I wish I would... I'd be pumped if I heard someone playing that in a Guitar Center somewhere. Alright, we are rocking like Dokken. Unchain the Night. This is probably my favorite Lynch riff. You know, a lot of people play It's Not Love or Mr. Scary, all these riffs, but man, Unchain the Night, that is just what, I mean, it has so many signature Lynch-isms. You know, that little half-step walk down and just, I don't know. I wish I heard more people playing that one, because, like I said, that's my favorite Lynch riff. Okay, so Whitesnake is incredible. All the Sykes stuff is so good. And we'll get to Sykes here in a little bit. But for this one, I actually chose, which I believe this is Steve I. Is it not? Someone can correct me, or Vandenberg. But Judgment Day. I don't hear anybody playing this one. And it is one of the coolest. I mean, does it sound slightly a little too close at times to Kashmir by Led Zeppelin? But Led Zeppelin borrowed stuff too. So, Judgment Day is one, like I said, I'd be pumped. I hear someone playing this, and I'm like, yeah, yo, we're friends. The beginning of it sounds like the Mario, you know, I mean, like, you're like, okay, you combine Mario, made it heavy, and Kashmir together, so, I don't know. It's just one of the coolest 80s riffs, I think. Dun, 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 dun. I love it. So I threw this Winger riff in here. I actually played this on the video from last week, and I had a lot of people asking me what Winger riff this was. This is Time to Surrender. And Reb Beach, I think, is just one of the best 80s style riff writers. Just the way he uses the kind of like little power chords. Reb had some of the coolest 80s riffs. Do yourself a favor and check out the first Winger album. State of Emergency, Time to Surrender, what else? Hanging On, Poison Angel. There's so many cool Reb riffs involved in that album, so definitely an underrated one, and you should check out more Reb for sure. Alright, we're taking it back to Ozzy, and we're hitting you with another Jake riff. Slow Down. This was always one that I thought was interesting because it almost didn't sound like it should be an Ozzy song. It was kind of like power metal-y, but I mean, it's just Jake being Jake, writing sick riffs, and Slow Down, definitely never hear anybody play that one. It's always Bark at the Moon, you know, or the classics, but that one is a killer riff. Now hitting you with a double dose of Lynch. Lynch Mob, that first album that might have come out in 1990. This one might be cheating the system a little bit, but I mean, it's 80s rock, you know, even if it came out in 90. But yeah, for a million years. Another cool one. It has a lot of essential Lynch-isms inside of it, but I always just thought it was cool. I love the... And then this part here, this is what gets me every time. Lynch throws those open strings, like think of like Tangled in a Web. Another one I don't hear people play. I mean, anytime someone does that, I'm just like, yep, I love it. I want to hear that riff more. So, in a million years. Now you might be asking, how can you have a Def Leppard song on here off of one of the highest selling albums of all time? Well, that's because Excitable does not get the credit it deserves. It's such a cool riff. I mean, it's just like, it's the ultimate two-guitar riff. Like if you're a two-guitar band, you could both play this one really, really well together. And it's always been one of my favorites on Hysteria. But again, you never hear people play it. They're always playing Hysteria or... I mean, Love and Affection, I hear that one a lot, all kinds of stuff, but man, Excitable, that's always been one of my favorite ones too. Okay, you know I gotta have some Dan Huff, because Huff is the stuff when it comes to 80s, and I love Can't Get Close Enough. I mean, what a cool... Oh, it's awesome. It starts out with acoustic and then kicks into the kind of like, you know, middle position on a Strat, whatever he was using with the chorus. It's just awesome. So, I mean, I could have chose any Giant, because I just feel like there's so many good riffs, and the first couple, I mean, every album from Giant has incredible riffs in it, but man, I could sit here and play Dan Huff riffs all day. The Shredmaster himself, of course. I need to have some Yngwie in here. And, you know, Yngwie doesn't always have a lot of riffs, because a lot of his stuff is, like, solo-y. But when Yngwie comes up with some sick riffs, they're sick riffs. Like, I Am Viking. I mean, his whole, was it Evil Eye? I think it's the album that I really like from him that has Razor Eater, Valhalla, Valley of the Kings, Ship of Fools. I mean... You know, that was obviously like early 2000s, but you can go back to Unleash the Fury and all these other albums, and it's just awesome stuff. There's really cool riffs tucked away amongst all the solos, and I Am Vikings is always the one I'm like, yeah, I want to hear someone play that. And I want to end here with some Blue Murder, which you could pick any Blue Murder song, and I think that they should be played more, because you just don't hear about Blue Murder very much. And this is obviously John Sykes' project post Whitesnake, and you find out that Sykes is an incredible singer, amazing guitarist. We knew that, but Black Hearted Woman was one where I'm just like, that's like, straight up where Sykes left Whitesnake, and you're like, oh no, Sykes is still the man. He comes in with this killer riff. I mean, that whole first Blue Murder album, if you have not checked that out and you want some just amazing 80s rock, heavy rock, check out the first Blue Murder album. Sykes is on fire, and just some really cool stuff, and I think we should hear some more people playing Blue Murder riffs. Alrighty guys, I think that's going to do it here for us. I hope you've really enjoyed 80s Week. Making all these videos has been, it's just been fun, but it's really, reignited just how much I love 80s heavy metal guitar. Like, there's just so many great guitarists from back in that time that it's just really inspiring. I love listening to it. So if you dig the stuff the same way I do, check out my new course. Like I said, that's linked down below. I have, I think, one more video coming at you for 80s Week and a live stream. But other than that, thanks for making 80s Week so special. Thanks to everyone who's checked out the new course. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you guys, I think, Saturday with a live stream, and then Sunday with one final 80s video. So, see you guys. Woo!